Okay, this is a situation I had to stop and think about a lot, and it hurts because now that all my symptoms have been observed, I've had traumatic brain injury so long, it's affecting my PTSD and my orientation and my memory and my focus and what I want to do and what I choose and what I'm absorbing when I'm learning. And during a lot of that time when I got home, I was trying to be the toughest guy in the world and the baddest motherfucker that existed. It's like I was all through the military. Everybody knew me. And I got so good at it, that was my job. And I thought there was a title. And that part didn't exist. And then I came home and I was going to try and continue doing the right thing, the U.S. Marshal. And then I didn't all of a sudden. And I got distracted. I ended up hustling and going back to the streets and doing music and in the clubs, touring, doing music with Time. I had a music manager in Miami and penthouses on the beach and different cities doing shows. And I mean, like slip and slide ones and stuff. It was crazy. And then working at the same time as a bodyguard for one of the owners of the casino ships parked in Jacksonville. And actually another one that was supposed to be here at the time, the Leisure Lady, but they sent it to Tampa because they wouldn't fix the docks. But anyway, all this stuff I'm going through, I didn't care about the music I was doing or focus on it because I was living a life. I was hustling, making all this money, and I was a tough guy and working for a dude who used to be in the mob, and thought it was cool. I had it all. And so quickly that I lost it and then forgot about it and moved on and went and got some other stuff and started doing another thing. And same thing again, reciprocated. Same thing again, reciprocated. I keep forgetting these times when I'm hitting the bottom that I'm going to probably start over and maybe become an addict of something again and have to learn that I'm miserable and I hate that stuff and that I'm not my father and I'm not a person that deserves to be feeding off the bottom or destroying myself and killing myself with toxins I'm putting in myself because I like to be healthy and I like to contribute and I like to care about things. And I don't care about what I take away from everything anymore, which that's what used to matter. I care what I leave and I contribute. I observe all the issues I have and the symptoms, and I'm quick to blame myself for situations before anybody else, and maybe too much sometimes. I'm still extremely loyal to a fault because I don't know really anybody that's still there for me right now. And that's partially my fault because when I was involved, I mean, Jamil, I love you, bro. I miss you. You done been in Miami when I done walked outside with 5 gangsters, half drunk after being up a day and a half watching the basketball championships that the Heat did and won. And I'm outside about to get into it with 5 gangsters. And one of them snuffed me and gave me the biggest black I ever had. And I punched one of them and knocked him out and jumped over the car and ran inside before they murdered me and put me in the trunk. That's the type of situations I was getting him into regularly. One time I actually, maybe it was from a traumatic brain injury too, somehow riding down Arlington Expressway, there was a person that got his bicycle across the big gates and fences that separate all the lanes, and he was riding his bike while I was doing 60, coming right underneath the bridge, doing the speed limit. He came in front of my vision. I was trying to swerve and slow down and miss him. He turned right into the front of the car, hit him. He flipped up, broke the windshield, bent the frame of the car, and flew 50 feet. Then I jumped out while there was a bunch of drugs in the car that we had at the time with a few other friends that I put through this. I jump out the car and I'm like, hey, buddy, are you okay? And he jumps up like, no, are you okay? And like, he's wide awake and I'm like, motherfucker. I realized he was just a high dude that was an idiot that ran into a wrong situation. And we ended up leaving the scene because some lady basically graciously told me, hey, we saw everything. It's not your fault. And I was like, tell them when they get here. Because I hauled ass with all the drugs that were in the car and 2 people that were with me and hauled butt. Probably didn't have a license in Jamil's car across the city. Had to park it at another friend's house. And I never made up for that because I forgot about it and I moved on again. And I got distracted with some other things and I forgot to focus on the symptoms I had and what I needed to be doing. And I'm sorry I put you guys through that stuff. I'm so sick of it. I've been beating people's asses for so long in so many different measures. And every one of them was going to be the one that kicked my ass since I was damn in middle school. My sister's the only one that really remembers the ass whooping that I got the last time. because she got part of it too, because she was the taller one and they swung and hit her instead of me because I was the short one. But anyway, she was there with me for it. And all these other people that say they want to give it to me, they never could. So I got that title I was looking for. I don't need it anymore. I don't want it. I don't want to put the people I love through any craziness. I just want to be there for them, and I need them there for me now. So if there's any people that were afraid to be around me because the way I was acting, I was toxic and this and that, I'm back. I'm more the old me. I care about everything. I want to prosper, and I want to do things right, and I need some family with me, man. I know out of all the crazy things that happened, when you needed me, I was there. And please just let me know what we can do to repair this, because the only thing that matters is family, or that's the only thing that used to matter in my life. And since I came back home from Afghanistan, that's a percentage of me that I've never got, a connection with everybody, and that's the thing I've been missing the most. So if I did some stuff that terrified you, or maybe you were frightened to come around me for a while because people I was messing with, most of the people I was messing with that were dangerous anyways, figured out that they basically have to kill me because they can't whoop my ass. And if they ever threaten me again, I'm going to beat the shit out of them while they're in the process of trying to kill me. So they done moved on and left me the hell alone too. And also the fact that I'm not trying to fight every damn body or be the baddest person in the world. Not messing with dangerous people anymore. I mean, really, I'm the most dangerous one. And really, y'all already know, if I love you, I'm no danger to anybody. I couldn't put my hands on someone I care about or love, ever. I never have. I'm not abusive. I bully the bully. I need some people now, man. Like, it's crazy. I forget where I'm at. I'm lost. I don't even remember what I did at times. And that feeling is terrifying, because at that moment, the feeling of being in one of those firefights, maybe even an 18-hour one, which we were in multiple ones, that's how long I'm in that mode, and I'm lost, and I don't know where to go, and I have nobody to call. And that is the worst feeling in the world. To feel lost and no one to call, and not know when you're going to get home, or if it's going to be safe, and if anyone even cares, man. It's killing me. As quickly as anything else is, I'll tell you that. I'm sorry, guys. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. If I wronged you, I'm sorry. What I did, I own it. I'm accountable. I'm trying to be. Just come back. You know what I'm saying? Let me make up for it, because I didn't move on because I didn't care. I said I've had these damn traumatic brain injuries since the military. Because remember, the zygomatic arch was broken and my jaw was, and all. Yeah. But one of the times. Not all the explosions and the weapon I carried and stuff like that, and the other TBIs I got. But that's what happened, man. I didn't stop caring. I didn't become an asshole that doesn't care and willing to do anything. I just really didn't have much control, or impulse control, and been addicted to adrenaline, because those situations I was in, I learned how to feed off of it, and in those moments is when I'm the most proficient. It's crazy. I still am, down to this minute, and it freaks people out when they see something like that happen. Like a month ago, my neighbor almost hit me with his motorcycle because I was standing in the front yard with his girlfriend trying to videotape him doing tricks towards us. And he came flying, and from his speed where I was standing, I knew he could slide into me, so I didn't move. Well, then he kept on sliding, kept on sliding. I see he's coming right at me. But the decision I made in a stressful situation was to stand right there to the very moment he got within about 1 foot of me while he was sliding about 40 miles an hour. And then I paraded myself right around like I was doing DNC while he slid past me, and neighbors freaked out. Everybody else was freaked out, but I just stood there, waited patiently until I moved right out of the way at the last second. Yeah, still doing that, and did it with no problem, but I can't figure out processing these emotions, the people I care about. I just need help doing it, man. And I'm trying, man. I've been trying for a long time. I've been putting years into this with the VA. And they really don't got much to offer me anymore. The only PTSD stuff they have now is Bay Pines, which I'm on the list for. And I've been doing a lot for TBI. I just started because they never diagnosed me. till really recently. I mean, they talked about it when I was getting out, but never diagnosed me because that's when they got to pay me. Kept forgetting about it and letting it go. And now here we are. And now it's really, really bad because I got in a car accident last year, which made it a whole lot worse, a lot quicker, I guess. Or I don't know. Maybe it was that bad while I was down there. I didn't do much in Lake City, but be in treatment and do a little bit of school and stuff. I know all the stuff I learned in school last year, all the classes I aced, like 8 or 9 of them. I didn't even remember the name of one class. Well, yeah, language 2. That's it. English 2, I mean. And I know one was a humanities class. I just can't remember which one it was. I know I passed it without even cracking the book. It was crazy. But I can't remember anything about it. And I don't absorb the information, so. I guess which major I'm going to choose to finish this time when they give me back the rest of the time I had left when it expired at the beginning of the year when I got in a wreck and they put me in jail for having no license. And then I was robbed at the VOA while I was in jail. And hit for about 10 grand and all the electronics I built up and everything I cared about and all my accounts, including all my Facebooks and all my Gmails and everything that I kept close to me and all my paperwork. My identity was stolen as well. And yeah, it's kind of been my luck. I actually got robbed again a couple months ago in the VOA up here in Jacksonville while I was on a Wounded Warrior retreat for treatment in PTSD with a bunch of other soldiers. And one of my roommates or somebody there decided to rob me and just say somebody broke in the crib. But I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I'm on TV again. No shit. I love you guys, man. I need somebody. And there's a couple people, man, that broke my heart. Because a couple people, they're involved with some of the same stupid stuff I was involved whenever I was getting all of it. And they're actually thriving in it. I took care of them every time they needed me. Even more recently, in more recent years. And when I reached out recently, they rejected me. And I've got abandonment issues, and that rejection really hurt. But that was one of the reasons why they were left for last. Because I always thought they would be one of the people that were there, you know, when all this stuff ever happened. But, man, yeah, that hurt. I mean, I bet my funeral will be thick. Plenty of people be there telling stories about some stuff I did or something else and stuff like that. Especially now that this is going to get out. People realize, oh, it was nothing personal. He didn't try to screw me. He's just like a little baby. He'll be forgetting everything. I love you guys, man. Please forgive me and reach out to me. I'm doing a little bit bad, man. They can't even do procedures for me at the VA facilities anymore. They got to send me to the big hospitals here in town because they're afraid that if they put me to sleep, they won't be able to resuscitate me because the serious and severeness of my central sleep apnea, which is where my brain forgets to tell my body to breathe, my lungs. So I stopped breathing. And officially, my system isn't receiving the signals it's sending, telling me to breathe. Somehow, multiple different times that happened in many nights. Every time my body reset itself and I continue breathing. So now they're worried about it too, with all this other stuff though. And the VA won't do my treatments. So I'm gonna be at the hospital more often. Yay. I don't know. Y'all hit me up, man. I love you guys. I just felt like I had to own up to some of that. Okay?